This evening on ENN Tonight.
A peek into Elon News Network's exclusive interview with Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Jodi Kantor.
All you need to know about Elon athletic teams as they wrap up the spring season.
And all the ways Elon is celebrating the end of the academic year.
Those stories and more.
ENN Tonight starts now. We start this evening with the latest on a nationwide cyber attack on learning management system Canvas. Good evening and welcome to our final ENN Tonight of the year. I'm Fiona McAllister.
And I'm Angelina Fanteroni. Thank you for joining us.
Canvas is now back online following a cyber attack late last week. Elon is in the middle of a transition from Moodle to Canvas. The hacking group says that it accessed data from more than 275 million people across almost 9,000 schools. Elon's Associate Vice President of Information Technology, Christopher Waters, says that the only faculty data has been loaded on Canvas and no private information is affected. Canvas is now back online for faculty and staff.
New York Times investigative journalist Jodi Kantor, known for exposing abuse by producer Harvey Weinstein, spoke to the Elon law community in Greensboro. ENN Special Events Coordinator Megan Walsh sat down with her before the event to learn more about her recent Supreme Court investigation and new book, How to Start. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We will head there in just a few minutes. But to read more about Kantor's speech, you can go to our website, elonnewsnetwork.com, and to watch the full interview, check out Elon News Network on YouTube.
We are continuing our coverage on the latest news coming out of the Slattery Center, previously called the Healthy U building. Director of Healthy U, Anu Risanen, says Elon is in the hiring stage for students to represent Healthy U initiatives across campus through an ambassador-like program. She says it's another step to bringing wellness into everyday life at Elon. Risanen says that the new building will mark a major step for Elon's growth.
The opening of the Slattery Center will be a huge benchmark for like establishing us as one of the national leaders, because it is really a unique building in the sense that it's not going to be like just a traditional rec center.
After months of construction last summer, the building's opening was delayed by rain. Risanen says she is hoping for clearer skies and no delays this summer. Senior opinions writer Alex.
So now, sorry again for those technical difficulties. We're actually going to head back and watch ENN Special Events Coordinator Megan Walsh talk to Jodi Kantor about everything that I mentioned earlier.
So if you were a college grad today, what would you say to yourself to get started?
Oh man, I would want my younger self to do a better job at noticing herself and taking herself seriously than I did. I thought becoming a journalist, there's a lot of bad news about going into journalism. It gets a bad rap. Your relatives tell you not to do it. But it was pretty much the same when I was in college in the 90s. And even though I devoured the news and periodicals and loved to read, I didn't think that journalism was something I could go into. I thought trying to become a journalist was like trying to become an actor. That even if you were talented, the chances of success were very, very, very small. So I would tell my younger self.
Again, you can read more about the speech at our elonnewsnetwork.com, and you can actually watch it on YouTube.
And now our senior opinions writer Alex Nels is in the virtual studio with his opinion on the latest Phoenix 5-day forecast of the year.
Alex, how's the weather this week?
Thanks, y'all. Thankfully, finals week is looking warm and sunny. Now for your Phoenix 5-day forecast. So I'm a writer and I need beta blockers, but technically you're going to look at this and you're going to see it starts off around today with some cloudy skies and a low of 45. And tomorrow will mostly be sunny with a high of 71, as you can see right here. Now, and there's going to be sun and a shower later on in the day as well. Now, about 2 in the afternoon, Now, Thursday and Friday will have more of the same with a UV of 11, so remember to bring your sunscreen and take care of yourself, all right? Now, looking ahead into the summer, we're going to see a peak, and later it's going to go down. So starting with June, it's going to be sticking, in the mid-80s and some much needed thunderstorms near the end. And July will be much sunnier with temperatures in the high 80s to the low 90s. Now August will finally just stick to the high 80s. That's all I have for y'all. Thank you, and back to the desk.
All right, thank you so much, Alex, for that. We're really looking forward to that summer sun.
Graduating senior Ruby Radis will serve as the 2026 student commencement speaker. The Human Service Studies major went through a multi-part process to be selected. First, she was elected into a group of finalists by her peers. She and the other finalists gave their speeches to a committee, which then selected Radis. She will speak at both commencement ceremonies in just 11 days. And after decades of helping the Elon community, 2 librarians are turning the page to retirement. I have more about the impact they leave behind. Librarians Teresa Lepores and Patrick Rudd will retire in just a few short weeks. They've both worked a combined total of 68 years at Elon University. For Lepores, 45, and for Rudd, 23.
I thought I would be here maybe a year or 2 and then move into public librarianship, and I just stayed because I love the university so much.
Lepores says she will stay close to the Elon community.
I've already told some of the departments that I want to be on the list when they start inviting people to attend the programs and things like that.
Throughout his 23 years of working at Elon, Rudd says he has seen students grow. And now he wants to help grow the public's knowledge of plants as a master gardener.
With the librarian background, we're insanely curious. We love to do research. We love to find answers to things.
Shannon Tennant, coworker to Lepores and Rudd, says the duo brings more than just knowledge to the library. They bring wisdom and intelligence.
I'm sure I will see them on campus and at events, but it's a little different than just having those casual run-ins where you bump into them at the water fountain.
Both Lepores and Rudd say that their retirement is just like graduating alongside the senior class. While the 2 are looking forward to retirement, they say leaving Elon won't be easy.
What I'll miss most is just daily interaction with students. That's why we're here. That's the center of everything.
Now, Lepores and Rudd are closing a chapter of their own, leaving behind gratitude written into Elon's story. Angelina Fantaroni, ENN Tonight. Says with more free time on her hands, she hopes to travel, finish movies, books, and television series.
Both softball and baseball took to the field this weekend in the Coastal Athletic Association tournament. See how they played after the break.
And up next, Avi here with what you need to know about track and field before they enter championships this weekend.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's what white people think. You all right?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
There's only one thing that will save somebody's life, and that is naloxone nasal spray. Get 911 on the phone, get the emergency responses there on their way.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
Okay. If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Hate is loud, but love is the majority.
Welcome back. Now let's dive into the latest from Elon Athletics. Elon Baseball played its last series at home this weekend against the College of Charleston Cougars. After a 1-run loss on Friday and an 8-0 shutout on Saturday, the Phoenix were playing to avoid a Senior Day Series sweep on Sunday. Sophomore Owen Weinbarger took to the mound, and things got out of hand quickly. After a scoreless first inning, Weinbarger was blasted for a 3-run home run in the second. By the 5th inning, that lead became 11-0, a rough start to Elon's last game at home. Elon sophomore Brent Smith and senior Lawson Wheeler drove in 2 runs to help Elon avoid the mercy rule, but the damage was already done. Elon lost 11-3, dropping their record to 19-31. The Phoenix have 3 games remaining this season on the road. Their next is against Queen's University on May 12th in Charlotte.
And moving into Elon's softball, their run at a second straight CAA title has come to an end. The Phoenix were eliminated from the conference tournament after back-to-back losses at Hunt Softball Park. ENN's Kathan Gandhi has more.
As defending conference champions entering the postseason on their home field, Elon softball hoped to make another championship run this weekend. But after back-to-back losses in the Coastal Athletic Association tournament, the Phoenix season is over. Elon opened tournament play against Campbell University. The Phoenix struck first, but Campbell answered throughout the afternoon. Elon tied the game 5-5, but the Camels walked it off in the 7th inning. For a game that came down to the wire, the ball just didn't bounce Elon's way.
Yeah, I mean, I thought today we came out and, we gave them everything we could. The ball could have gone either way a couple times and it just went their way.
The loss dropped Elon into an elimination game against Stony Brook University, which they played only an hour later. The Seawolves blasted Elon early for an opening 3-0 lead. The Phoenix did their best to battle back, tying the game 3-3 in the 5th. But an Elon collapse later meant the Phoenix ultimately lost 5-3 in a winner-go-home game. Despite being eliminated, head coach Kathy Bocock said it was one of her favorite seasons as Elon's head coach.
And I'm so proud of them, and I want them to keep moving forward in life. And those who are graduating and our grad students, they're going to do good things in their lifetime.
Bocock said that after losing 5 seniors, the team next year will be younger, but not inexperienced. Kathan Gandhi, ENN Tonight.
The tournament ended on Saturday, and Elon Athletics now turns its attention to the next CAA championship on campus, which will be the Track and Field Championships held this week. ENN's Sarah T. Moore joins us live in studio for the first and last time to give us a breakdown of what to expect this weekend. Sarah?
Thanks, Fiona. This weekend, Elon is looking to make a run at history, aiming for a Triple Crown. It's been a stellar outdoor season for the Phoenix, including a multitude of shattered records and gold medal finishes. So let's look back at some key moments from the season. Runner Jenna Gilman once again broke the school's 800-meter record, this time at the Duke Twilight Tournament. Another runner on the team, Abby Bevel, set her personal best at the Wake Forest Invitational, and it was also the best time for the 1,500-meter run the CAA saw this season. Adriana Clark is heading into this year's championships after winning hammer throw last year. This season, she's ranked best in the CAA and best in program history for her hammer throw at the Aggie Invitational. Javelin thrower Jacqueline Zakaris is also leading the CAA in her respective event after the Charlotte Invitational. Long-distance runner Katie Blout made history at the Raleigh Relays when she shattered the school record for the 10,000-meter run with the best time the CAA has seen since 2017. This year, the championships will be on home turf on May 15th and 16th at the Jerry and Jean Robertson Track and Field Complex. Admission is free for students and community members, and that's all I have for you. Back to you at the desk.
After the break, see how student groups on campus are celebrating seniors.
And how graduates are making a mark on campus up next.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way. No way.
No way. My kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Even more than I wanted a gold medal, I wanted a heart of gold, like the mentors who were my balance beams refusing to let me down, and the coaches who spoke out to anything out of bounds, heroes who never stood on podiums, but stood up for me. Every shot I made, give the assist to those who since my youth were referees, ready to blow the whistle and end abuse.
I rescued Toast from a shelter in 2011. I love Toast because she's a lazy diva. Toast does whatever she wants, obviously. She's sleeping right now. She's an epic snuggler. She's so comforting. She's so loving. Toast makes me laugh. When I walked into the shelter, I knew right then that she was special.
Kudos, Carl. You've always had a need for speed. Racing anything with wheels, speed reading novels in record time, yelling out 3, 2, 1 at every traffic light. But this time, you've taken your power obsession to the next level. By purchasing this electric vehicle, you've given yourself instant torque that blows your old launch times away, which will keep you saying, "Woo-wee," every time you punch the pedal. Good for your adrenaline, great for the planet. That's the power of EV.
Elon University celebrated LGBTQIA graduates with a ceremony honoring community, visibility, and inclusion. 73 undergraduate and graduate students walked into Alumni Gym and received their rainbow stoles at Elon's annual Lavender Celebration. The event, hosted by the Gender and LGBTQIA Center, recognized students for their contributions to campus inclusion ahead of commencement later this month. Organizers say the celebration has continued to grow over the past 14 years, and this year introduced a new name, Lavender Celebration, intended to create a more inclusive space for students. Louise Gouret, director of the center, says the event is meant to celebrate both community and history.
For those graduates that are committed to LGBTQI inclusion, we really want our event rooted in queer and trans joy and honoring the history and legacy of LGBTQIA communities at Elon and beyond.
The ceremony also included awards honoring students, faculty, and campus initiatives that advanced LGBTQIA inclusion at Elon this year.
And continuing on with the end-of-year festivities, let's take a look at Light the Way, hosted by Elon Center for Race, Ethnicity, and Diversity Education and Asian and Pacific Islander Student Association. The celebration honored Asian and Pacific Islander students with awards and for seniors, stoles to wear on graduation day. The event name Light the Way acknowledges the role light plays in many Asian cultures to represent new beginnings. Assistant Director in the Creed, George Doe, helped organize the event. He says the current class of seniors are particularly special to him because they're the first group he's known since their freshman year.
I can't even really put it into words. It's been so impactful and meaningful. I feel like I've grown a lot as well.
At the event, each graduating senior walked down a lantern-lined pathway while being recognized for their on-campus involvement and future ambitions.
As senior year comes to an end, Elon students are leaving behind more than just memories. One longtime tradition gives students the opportunity to leave their permanent mark on campus.
ENN's Mia Torres has more on the senior brick-laying tradition.
Under the shade of the oaks, Elon seniors gathered to lay personalized bricks to remain part of campus long after they graduate. Elon University's Brick Mason says it's a tradition that not only connects students to the university, but also gives families a chance to celebrate the moment together before seniors begin their next chapter.
I think it's a good thing to do though for the university because like Elon sells on hands-on, and this is very hands-on. You order the brick, you put what you want on it, we prep the holes, we deliver them out here. All you gotta do is show up in your time slot and you can call your parents or your loved ones, anybody who you want to call, FaceTime them and say, look, this is my brick.
Once students submit their designs and engravings, the orders are sent to an engraver. It takes about a month for the bricks to be completed before they are placed into the ground on campus. For many students, the experience is a chance to reflect on their time at Elon while taking part in a final tradition.
I've really loved Elon, and I just think the brick is just a good way to end it around.
For seniors, the bricks will remain a permanent reminder of their time at Elon, even as they prepare to turn the page to what comes next. Mia Torres, ENN Tonight.
Commencement is the next big milestone for seniors, taking place in just 11 days.
Stay tuned after the break for one senior with a unique college experience.
And a tribute to Elon News Network's graduating seniors, coming up next.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
In 4 days. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children. She didn't know what to do.
Did you have a good day at school?
She gave them some broth without any bread.
There you go.
And kissed them all soundly.
Night night. Good night.
And put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
Women are bad with money. That's what the world's been saying for centuries. But now, we've got something to say.
Save it. It's time to save ourselves by saving our money.
Until we're no longer 80% more likely than men to live in poverty in retirement.
Save it. The falsehoods, the feelings of fault.
Then, the funds. Learn how to save for your retirement at wesaysaveit.org.
I've always been told I gotta be strong. Thick skin, tough as nails. But to be everything for everybody, it wears on you. Black don't crack, they say. But it can. We all can. Reach out to a friend if you see them going through it. No matter who you are, being vulnerable is what makes us whole. Learn how to help at seizetheawkward.org.
Sorry, quick costume change. 12 Army Reserve Officer Training Corps, or ROTC cadets, became second lieutenants at the Army ROTC commissioning ceremony at North Carolina A&T University. Among them was one Elon senior who spent many early mornings training alongside the rest of the ROTC cadets, or the Aggie Battalion. Senior Aaron Huronchik is part of Elon's ROTC cooperative program with NC-A&T. As part of ROTC, Huronchik says she would wake up at 4:30 in the morning to do physical training for 4 days a week, as well as go to class to work on military strategy once a week. She says being in the program has required a lot of discipline, but she has gotten many new experiences.
I think it's such a great experience to be able to go to a different program, especially in HBCU when you come from a school like Elon. I think it's important to be able to meet different people who have different backgrounds, who go to a different school than you. So I personally feel like it's helped me grow a lot and experience a lot more in college.
Elon's ROTC program director Sean Giovanello says the program has about 15 students and the senior class tends to be the smallest because of how much time students have to devote the program. Huronchik will graduate from Elon next week with a degree in public policy and will begin her military career as a military intelligence officer in the U.S. Army Reserve.
Don't Trash It is back. As students clear out and prepare to move from campus housing, the initiative encouraged Elon students and staff to donate items rather than throw them away. Collection centers can be found in the parking lots of Elon's residential neighborhoods. The centers accept non-perishable foods, clean sheets, blankets and comforters, furniture, clean clothing, and houseware.
As the academic year comes to an end, commencement celebrations are just beginning. Here's what's on the schedule. On May 19th, seniors will gather under the oaks for an evening of reflection and to receive their oak tree saplings. In the following days, individual student groups have their own celebrations, including the first generation stole ceremony, nurse pinning ceremony, individual school receptions, celebremos, and the donning of the kente ceremonies. On the evening of May 20th, graduate students will walk the stage, while undergraduate students will gather together in Rhodes Stadium for a senior celebration featuring music, games, food, and fireworks. And May 22nd is commencement day for undergraduate students. The ceremony for the Martha and Spencer Love School of Business and the School of Communications will be at 9 a.m. in the morning. The ceremony for Elon College, the College of Arts and Sciences, the Dr. Joe Watts Williams School of Education, and the School of Health Sciences will be at 2:30 in the afternoon.
We've come to the end of our final show, and now is the time for us seniors to say goodbye. Let's take a few moments to reflect on the past 4 years.
First up, we have our Executive Director, Angelina Fantaroni. Throughout her 4 years in ENN, Anjo has worked in all 3 mediums and served as Social Media Coordinator, Broadcast News Director, and stepping into the role of Executive Director as well as Lifestyle Editor this year. After graduation, Anjo is heading down south to Huntsville, Alabama, where she will be working as a multimedia journalist and reporter for WAFF 48. Her advice for future ENN members is do everything in ENN. Meet everyone, attend every conference, and sign up for recruiter visits because it will help you in the long run. She also says to consider ENN your family. They will be there for you in some of your best and worst memories and will truly be the people to fall back on.
Fiona McAllister has spent the last year serving as the Broadcast News Director. She's been a member of this organization since her freshman year and has contributed to the organization in many forms, including as an anchor, producing ENN on air, and executive producing. After graduation, she's moving back to her hometown of New York City for a fellowship. Her advice to future members is try everything. The more you learn, the better you look for future employers. Elon News Network has the resources to help you do so. The future of journalism is up to us, especially in this ever-changing society.
Sarah T. Moore is the managing editor of our Pendulum. She has been a member of Elon News Network since the fall of her first year at Elon. In the past 4 years, she has served as copy chief, lifestyle editor, and editor of the paper's annual Best of edition. Her advice is to remember that ENN is a team. Everything we publish is a collaborative effort, but don't forget that within that team, you still have agency. It's your story, it's your byline. Take ownership of it, stand up for your work and your values.
Alex Nettles has been a member of Elon News Network since our freshman year, primarily working as an opinions writer. After graduation, he'll be working a summer breaking news position for the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. His advice to future journalists is your best creative work comes from realizing your innate fingerprint. It's both knowing what you can and can't do and taking pride in both. Don't work to be perfect, work to be you.
What's everyone's favorite little ENN memory? Does anyone have like a short little one?
Oh my gosh, so we go to print, the print newspaper, we go to print at 5:30 on Tuesdays and it comes in late that night, so we'll always play board games or watch a movie in the newsroom, and that is some of my favorite memories.
Awesome. Well, I think this is one for the books. I mean, I've never worn a hat on camera. That's because hats don't usually look good on me, but this one happens to, and it looks great on all of them. But yeah, no, I think my favorite memory is Sunday production, kind of like yours as well. We sort of gather in the newsroom, put the show together, everyone's editing their video, and just talking and laughing, and we love to eat snacks as well. Yeah.
My favorite memory was definitely the 2024 November election show.
Oh yeah.
I think most of us stayed up for maybe 24 hours at that point. I remember I had an exam that morning, and it was just such a long day. We all had so many snacks in the newsroom, and we all came in here, did everything. We had people in the newsroom, we interviewed someone in the newsroom, and it was just so much fun.
Yeah, I remember that show, and that was crazy. And one moment, I'm just going to say that because it's true. But I do, my favorite feeling is just the feeling of competence you have when you come into the school and you don't have that sort of competence as an adult and as a professional, and you do that with friendship. So I have so many moments where I feel like I was able to walk the line with all my friends and do good work. So it's my favorite memories.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you guys.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the news we have for you this evening. Thanks again so much for joining us.
Head over to our website, elonnewsnetwork.com, for story, sports, and more.
And be sure to follow us on social media at Elon News Network.
And for the last time, have a great night, Elon.
Should we do that?
Get in here, Nettles.